American Academy of Pediatrics says about a third of the children injured on slides had leg fractures in a 13-year survey period. Its lead researcher tells USA Today children are less likely to get hurt if they go down the slide alone rather than on someone's lap. Deborah?
S&P futures are up 8. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Let's talk about some premium trios like 3-piece suits and 3D movies. But those who choose premium at the pump choose Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline for triple action engine protection against gunk, corrosion, and wear for optimal engine performance. And now through September 2nd, Fuel Reward members can save up to 10 cents a gallon after every fill-up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Rewards valid on future fill after minimum 5-gallon purchase. Members with silver status save up to 8 cents a gallon at participating Shell stations only. Limit 20 gallons. See fuelrewards.com/nitro for details.
These days, there's enough to stress about. Do I eat enough kale? Do I eat too much kale? What's the best way to sell my car? What color should I paint the kitchen? Well, at CarMax, we can't help you with the kitchen or the kale, but we can help you sell your car. Because at CarMax, we make real offers, not estimates, so you can sell your car quickly and get back to pondering your leafy greens and picking the perfect paint. CarMax, we buy all the cars.
An update on Prince William's visit to the Middle East.
Prince William visited the Mosque of Al-Aqsa, the site Jews call the Temple Mount, as he toured the disputed Jerusalem holy places at the heart of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Then he carried out a Jerusalem tradition, placing a prayer in the ancient crevices of the Western Wall. In the guest book he wrote, "May God bless this region and all the world with peace." Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
2 ice cream lovers from California are suing Halo Top. They say the company is shorting customers on its popular guilt-free treat. Gillian Neely and Yusuf Kamal say their quest for justice began when they paid for a full pint but found it was underfilled. They opened others, found the same thing. The suit alleges it's a way for Halo Top to stick to its per-pint calorie count. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter posts your job to over 100 job boards with just one click, and then their smart matching technology finds the right candidates. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. To prevent muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks Relief. This fast-acting foam is clinically proven to relieve leg and foot cramps. Get TheraWorks Relief today at select Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacies or TheraWorksRelief.com. Ask your pharmacist for TheraWorks Relief.
Hey, Dave, you in for golf this weekend?
I can't. I promised I'd find a plumber to fix a sink and a painter to paint the...
Just use Angie's List.
Doesn't that cost money?
Not at all. It's free to find pros in your area who can do the work. You can even read ratings and reviews from other customers.
What about roofing pros?
Angie's List has pros for everything. And to save time, they'll even match you to the best pros for the job.
Oh, that's awesome. Looks like I'll be able to play after all.
Find the best pros for your next project at angieslist.com.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, 7 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour and 73 degrees from the studios of WCLU. Another sort of wild ride last night as far as having rumble and bumble here in the neighborhood. Nothing severe, just added to the rainfall totals overnight. But we're going to check in with Jeff Marr, who is working duty at the Weather Channel for us this morning to see where we're going today.
Showers and thunderstorms will be possible during this morning and also into the early portion of the afternoon as well. The high today around 87 degrees. Just a slight chance for a shower thunderstorm popping up tonight. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy into the overnight hours as the low drops down to 71. A hotter Friday with a chance for a shower thunderstorm early, then some afternoon sun as the high approaches 92 degrees. Going to be out during the week and expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with an occasional shower thunderstorm. High temperatures on Saturday and Sunday should hit the low 90s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Now let's look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen. First things first, some thunder shower activity down in northern Tennessee. Let's see, let me do my little checking in right here down around the communities of Hartsville, Tennessee, and then on south toward Knoxville. That's all the shower activity that we kind of had overnight moving its way into Tennessee. Let me give you the totals. After midnight, when this rumble bumble came through, we got 0.3 of an inch of rain, 0.30. But then after midnight, or I'm sorry, before midnight, we had already had 6,200. So we're at 9,200 for the 24-hour period, 0.92. And there's still the potential out there, as Jeff Maher says, with the humidity, which is at 73%. Steamy out there this morning. Winds are out of the east at about 3 miles an hour. And we've got 29.95 on the barometric pressure. And again, 9,200, 0.92 in the past 24 hours. 73 degrees, WCLU, live to the newsroom for round one of your local news. It's News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A recent session of the Metcalfe County Grand Jury returned several indictments. 45-year-old Billy Joe Wynn of Glasgow was indicted on 2 counts, possession of a controlled substance and illegal pursuing of a deer or wild turkey. 45-year-old Contessa Lynn Johnson of Edmonton was indicted on 3 counts. Possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. 22-year-old Darren N. Williams of Edmonton was indicted for 3 counts, trafficking in marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. Included on a single indictment were 21-year-old Craig Allen DeWeese, 20-year-old Haley Levi, and 27-year-old Jimmy Ray Gibson. Each were indicted on 1 count of possession of a controlled substance. Remember, an indictment's an accusation only. All individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law.
After the past 2 years, it's a great thing because we've taken a lot of knocks over the rates and the things that we tried to do, and changing for the future. So for people to come out and recognize it, I think it's a great thing.
That was Wade England.
That
was Wade England. England works for Glasgow Electric Plant Board, who is recognized nationally for work they've done right here in Glasgow. Be sure to tune in at 7 o'clock for that full story. 6:10 a.m., 73 degrees.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
In more local news, a company based in Kentucky's bluegrass region is opening a $15 million brewing and distilling operation. Dueling Barrels Brewery and Distillery will produce craft beers and moonshine and pot ale. Officials say the venture by Alltech will create 13 full-time jobs. The project included construction of a nearly 30,000 square foot facility and the purchase of equipment including fermenters and copper pot stills. Alltech's late founder, Perce Lyons, saw the distillery as a way to promote tourism in eastern Kentucky. Lyons and his wife Deidre founded Alltech in 1980 to research and deliver products for the sustainable nutrition of plants, animals, and people. The family-owned Alltech, based in Nicholasville, has 7 production facilities across the state, employing about 700 people. Alltech has more than 100 production facilities and 4 bioscience centers around the world. I spoke with Shane Bull and Terry Martin last week at the Mammoth Cave Zipline as they cut the ribbon on the new expansion at that facility. What are you guys doing out here today?
Today we're having a grand opening for our challenge course, and as you can see what it is, we have actually it's 28 different challenges. We have 3 different levels of 7 challenges, and every height that you go up, it's a little bit harder that you get.
How far did Judge Martin get?
He went all the way.
Off this driveway.
He went all the way.
And then you guys are opening up out here. You got big things going on at the zip line.
Oh yes, ma'am. We have, we have a 5-line, 3 Sky Bridge canopy tour, so we're open to the public, anybody. We're running a special through the summer right now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're almost cutting the price in half. So if you want a zip line on those days for local or look for local discount, anything like that, come see us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we have 27 different elements that you go through, and then the final one, the 28th one, is a 70-foot free fall. So if you can't do that, then you have to do the walk down, the walk of shame down. He did not have to do this. He did.
Again, that's Mammoth Cave Zip Lines located in Mammoth Cave. 6:15 a.m., 73 degrees.
Summer's
be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
To fill this vacancy.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said any confirmation process should be put on hold until after November's midterm elections. Investigators looking into a Kentucky city's handling of a child sex abuse scandal within a police program has found that mistakes were made, but no cover-up existed in senior police ranks. Louisville Metro Council voted Wednesday to release a 90-page report focusing on sexual abuse allegations in the Louisville Metro Police Department's Youth Explorers program. A woman is taking charge of Kentucky's maximum prison.
Deidre Hart has been named warden at the Kentucky State Penitentiary, the first female to serve as warden of the 132-year-old prison in Eddyville. Hart is a 23-year veteran of the State Corrections Department, having worked her way up from a correctional officer to most recently warden at Green River Correctional Complex. The Kentucky State Penitentiary houses more than 800 male inmates. It's the state's oldest and only maximum security facility and is home to death row. I'm Paul Miles.
Scott County animal control officers are noticing a disturbing trend of abandoned cats. Nathan Mulliken with Scott County Animal Control tells WKYT kittens are coming into the shelter looking like they've been tossed out like trash.
Both look similar, sick, cuts on their faces.
The cats will enter foster care. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Honey, I feel like we're so busy. We're missing the kids growing up.
I've got the cure. Riverside RV Park and Resort.
It's time to slow down and spend time with the family at Riverside RV Park and Resort. Campsites for RVs and cabins too. Make some memories hiking or swimming or visiting all the local attractions like Dollywood. Free Wi-Fi and cable TV. Riverside has 40+ years in helping families reconnect. Make your reservations now. Call or go online at riversidecamp.com. Riverside RV Park and Resort on the peaceful side of the Smokies.
Spring breaks out the scammers. The Better Business Bureau wants you to be on the lookout.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Smith-Hamblin with the BBB. Beware of sound-alike charities and phony websites, and beware of social media requests and emails for donations.
And don't give out any information.
Don't feel pressured to give money or financial information to someone who knocks on your door or calls.
Even derby tickets.
If you were asked to wire money to get the tickets, it is almost guaranteed to be a scam. Check out the business first at bbb.org, and don't forget to look for the seal for businesses you can trust.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
619 from WCLU, waking up with 73 degrees. We've had 92 hundredths of an inch of rain in the past 24 hours. In area funeral announcements this hour, Darrell J. England, age 71, of Cave City, died Wednesday at the Medical Center in Bowling Green. At this hour, arrangements for Darrell J. England are incomplete, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Ernest C. Thomas, age 76, of Cave City, died Tuesday at Diversicare of Glasgow. He was a U.S. Army veteran and is survived by his sister Betty Davis, a niece Linda Turner, 6 nephews Chris, James, Mark, Barry, Jamie, and Michael Davis, 6 great-nieces Tasha Compton, Krista Powell, Angela, Ashley, and Jessica Davis, and Kristen Bailey. 2 great-great-nieces, Cameron and Emma Compton, and 4 great-great-nephews, Logan Powell, Jacob Turner, Dylan Richardson, and Adrian Davis. Service for Ernest C. Thomas will be held at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, with cremation to follow. Visitation after 1 o'clock Friday at the funeral home until time for service. Donations can be made to the funeral home. Norman Kenneth Choate, age 88, of Bonneville, died Wednesday at his home. He is survived by a son, Kenny Wayne Choate, of Bonneville, a daughter, Bobby Stevens, and husband Joe of Glasgow. 1 granddaughter, Batista Fraze and Justin of Bonneville. 3 great-granddaughters, Brian Lee, Bailey, and Bessie Fraze of Bonneville. 2 step-grandchildren and 3 step-great-grandchildren also survive. Funeral services for Kenneth Choate will be held at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at the Campground United Methodist Church, with burial to follow in the Campground Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday afternoon from 1 until 9 and Saturday from 8 until 10 at the Seago Funeral Home. Visitation will be at the church Saturday from 11:30 until time for service at 1 p.m. The family requests contributions be made to the Campground Cemetery. Ruth Miller Cheney, age 89, of Horse Cave, died Wednesday at Signature Healthcare of Hart County. She was preceded in death by her son, James Larry Cheney. Private services for Ruth Miller Cheney will be held at her request, with burial to follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Arrangements are under the direction of the Wynn Funeral Home. Service for Robert William Bobby Roeder III of Smiths Grove, age 46, will be held at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation Friday from 1 until 8 and Saturday from 9 until 11. Service for Dorothy Jean Buckner, age 77, of Horse Cave, will be Friday at 1 o'clock at Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Perry Cemetery. Visitation begins at 5 o'clock tonight and continues until time for service on Friday. Funeral services for Raymond Clifford Webb, age 80, of Munfordville, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Brooks Funeral Home. Interments to be in the Dorsey Chapel Cemetery. Services graveside for Mrs. Ora Jean Ray, age 82, will be held today at the Bowling Green Gardens, following the visitation today from 1 until 3 p.m. at Hardy & Son Funeral Home, Bowling Green Chapel. Memorial donations can be made to the Irwin and Jean Ray Scholarship Trust at Johnson University in Knoxville. Services for Henry Kaiser Jr., age 88, of Munfordville, will be today at 1 o'clock in the Chapel of the Seagull Funeral Home. Funeral services for Dottie B. Nunn, age 78, of Munfordville, will be this morning at 11 o'clock at the Wynn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Cosby Cemetery. Graveside services for Bobby Joe Watt, age 80, of Bowling Green, will be this morning at 10 o'clock at the Boiling Spring Cemetery under the direction of the Hardy & Son Funeral Home. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Where the $100 bonus is happening now. Get a $100 bonus on top of the value of your current smartphone when you trade in for any new smartphone today. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Showers and thunderstorms will be possible during this morning and also into the early portion of the afternoon as well. The high today around 87 degrees. Just a slight chance for a shower thunderstorm popping up tonight. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy into the overnight hours as the low drops down to 71. A hotter Friday with a chance for a shower thunderstorm early, then some afternoon sun as the high approaches 92 degrees. Going to be out during the week and expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with an occasional shower thunderstorm. High temperatures on Saturday and Sunday should hit the low 90s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Looks like the constant coverage in studio radar screen is quiet here in south central Kentucky, just over the line, to the northeast of Cookeville, Tennessee. There's some thunderstorms, heavier thunderstorms in central Tennessee, headed over toward the Cumberland Plateau. We got 9200s, 0.92 yesterday. Pressures at 29.95, east winds at 3 miles an hour, humidity at 100%. 73 degrees from the studios of WCLU this morning. This weather update brought to you as a service of the good folks at Bluegrass Cellular. News time for WCLU is 6:27, 73 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. The 2018 Kiwanis Soccer League Fall Soccer sign-ups are going to begin on Monday, July the 9th. Registration is $45 per participant, with a $5 discount for each additional participant from the same household. There'll be 3 co-ed divisions, little kickers for 5 to 6 years old, under 9 for 7 to 9, and under 12 for ages 10 to 12. For more information, contact the office at 270-651-3811 at the Glasgow Recreation Department. Also, hoops and more every Friday night this summer at the Avenue Church on Columbia Avenue, and every Saturday night at Bunch Center throughout June and July from 7 until 11 p.m. for 6th through 12th graders. Food is served. Come out and enjoy basketball and other special events throughout the summer. Kentucky's Athletic Hall of Fame has selected Triple Crown winning horse trainer Bob Baffert, veteran NBA coach and executive Bernie Biggerstaff, and breeders Ken and Sarah Ramsey for its 7-member class. Others recognized Wednesday for their contributions to sports in Kentucky and as well as nationally. Former University of Kentucky and NFL offensive lineman Sam Ball, Louisville Trinity High School football coach Bob Beatty, and late motocross great Nikki Hayden. Induction is August the 22nd at the Muhammad Ali Center. And that's a check of local sports.
Are you looking for a new home for your money? Hi, I'm Carissa Peterson.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The universities. The market. We're at 6:30 on the button right now, so that means 4 hours away before we need to be out there. Okay, just mark it down. Also, let me tell you about today, this evening, I guess is what I'm really trying to tell you. The Barron County Historical Society is meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at the Mary Wood Weldon Memorial Library. The presentation is going to be, quote, Glasgow and Barron County National Register of Historic Places Listings and Surveys, unquote. Sounds pretty interesting. Given by Debbie Pace, retired capital project manager with WKU's Planning, Design, and Construction Department. Should be a very interesting meeting. Every time I look at that list of historic places we have around here, I'm always shocked about finding one or two more I didn't even know about. So you need to go and find out about that too. Tonight, 6:31. I think we're going to fast forward and share some birthday information. Ralphie's Fun Center thinks that's a good idea.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Yes, indeed. They have fun out there every day. It's kind of the way they start out the day and kind of the way they wrap it up at Ralphie's Fun Center. First of all, let's see what we have for you birthday-wise today. A lot of nice folks here. We have Wanda Moore celebrating a birthday. Ruby Carver has a birthday today. It's Anna Edwards. Anna is celebrating. Faye Landrum has a birthday today, too. William Alton Abston. William is 89 today. Spencer Clemens celebrating a birthday. Chase Armstrong. Chase is 31 today. Leela Maxey. Joe Thomas Moore is 2. We have, Marsha Woodard celebrating. Donna Hayes is 57 today. Kylie Jill Burge is 16. Jayla Walker is 7. Now, we have Donnie Jones. Donnie is 44 today. I got to tell you that I talked to Donnie's mama yesterday. Yesterday was Donnie's grandmother's birthday, and we had her on the birthday list, and Donnie's mama told me yesterday that the grandmother really wanted Donnie to be born on her birthday, and so the grandmother was giving her castor oil, hoping to get that baby born on her birthday. But
wait, what?
Yeah, that's right. That was yesterday. I don't know if it worked. Well, here's the thing. It didn't work because Donnie was born at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Gave him what?
Castor oil. Ever heard of that?
I've heard of castor oil, but not like to give to pregnant women.
I mean, it was like, what else could you do?
What's supposed to make the baby slide on out?
Well, I mean, that's the only thing that could happen. And she told me she was up walking and everything else, but it didn't. What was meant to be was meant to be, and so Donnie was born at 1 o'clock in the morning, about an hour late to be on his grandmother's birthday.
There's like
castor oil. I know you're not gonna Google castor oil, are you?
I know, because I know what it is. It's just
Okay.
the whole
Yeah, it's like, here, have a drink, see what happens.
Yeah, there you go. Goodness gracious.
But anyway, that's what I wanted to be sure that I passed that along, because I had a nice conversation with Donnie's mom yesterday about that. She missed it by an hour.
There you go.
And I don't know if she could change the dosage of castor oil or what.
I have no idea.
We have one anniversary couple today, a very nice couple. It's Howard and Margie Simpson celebrating, so I want to be sure and take care of that. And Angela will come back and we will reconvene and do some archival information here in just a moment.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next, because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Community together. 636 WCLU coming up this weekend. It's the Cave City celebration of the Independence Day holiday, a special program honoring veterans at the Cave City Cemetery at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. and a parade in downtown Cave City at 4:30.
I'm going to have a full rundown of that.
And okay, that'll be good. Okay, good. I want to make sure that we know about that. I'll tell them the Green River Boys are going to be there. And do you have the information about the Lions Club in Cave City tomorrow?
I've got it all.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'll just put it on hold and start the archives. Is that fair enough?
Fair enough.
We'll keep them at bay for a little bit longer here this morning.
Waiting with bated breath.
That's right. We're into the archives. Going to learn about ourselves from a different perspective. Looking backwards, 100 years ago. We're going to go after we hear this word from the sponsors. Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Wright Tool distributor.
All right. Let's go back down memory lane. But first, Angela, a little public service here. This is actually some traveler's information. Because of the heavy amounts of rain and the storms, the scary storms, you know, animals don't do too well in storms. But I was coming to work this morning. I don't know, it was about 5:40 or something like that. There was the prettiest little fawn standing in the front yard on South Green Street.
A pretty what?
Fawn. Deer.
Oh, I thought you said phone.
Fawn, no. Let me say a little young deer.
Okay, young deer.
Standing in a well, actually it was in the yard there in between Mr. and Ms. Burchett and Mr. and Ms. Bartley's house there on South Green Street. The deer was looking around like, what have I gotten into by walking out here into civilization?
Right.
So just be watching for that because it will catch you off guard. And you know, if there's one, there's more than one.
Right.
And we see deer over there sometimes. I just don't want them out in the road and get hurt.
There you go.
They don't really know what to do.
They run in front of the vehicle.
That's right. That's their deal.
That's what they know to do.
All right. 6:39, 73 degrees. Why don't we go back 100 years?
Let's go.
And see what happened. Let's see. This is interesting because of what was happening 100 years ago. This is the story in the Glasgow Times for Mr. George T. Tucker,
Okay.
S.B. Davis,
Right.
S.D. Caldwell, and W.R. Handy have bought the ice plant at Cave City, and they're now operating it. The company has secured the services of Mr. O. Manson to manage the plant, and this alone will guarantee a very superior quality of ice. So the thing about this story is had a lot of gentlemen involved in investing in this, so much so they had to use their initials because of the amount of type setting they had to do to get the full names in there.
Right.
But that was in 1918.
Big things.
The ice, you know, that's pretty interesting back in the day when a smart investment was to invest in the ice plant.
But yeah, everybody wanted ice.
All right.
It was the cool thing to do.
Exactly right.
Aaron, you knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's right. That was cool. That was cold. All right, 1928. This, I wish I could get some lawyers to chime in on this.
That's what we need, some more lawyers.
Well, I mean, to chime in. Because think about this. It was the Glasgow Times, and if this is right, this is still in effect. 1928, the Glasgow City Council has authorized the lease of air right over Water Street at North Ray Street Bridge. They've leased the air to Haskell Mitchell for a period of 99 years.
For what?
Mr. Mitchell, in consideration of the right, will construct a 10-foot concrete sidewalk from his present building adjoining the bakery across the bridge and along the front of the overall factory.
Okay.
He also agrees to build a retaining wall the whole length of the overall factory. Air Rights carries privilege of erecting building facing Race Street, but without obstructing traffic or drainage on Water Street. So we, I guess...
I don't get it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Mr. Mitchell over there, Mr. Haskell Mitchell, had a building over there. He wanted to build a sidewalk, but apparently you couldn't build a sidewalk unless you leased the air that people would breathe by walking on your sidewalk.
That's so weird.
It is. And there's also, you know, with that lease, you have the right to build a building in addition to a sidewalk, as long as you don't, obstructing traffic or any sort of drainage on Water Street. That lease of air, you can't do that.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm sure it's perfectly legal. Not sure how enforceable, but it's perfectly legal. And that was in the Glasgow Times in
What if there's a wind? Like
in 28. I don't know.
That's so weird.
I don't know. Answer that phone and see if that somebody wants to tell us about the lease, all right?
Pick it up, Aaron.
All right, Aaron will pick it up and he'll let us know.
He's right back there asleep.
All right. Now, this day in, 1938, this was the day that Senator Alvin W. Barkley spoke to a large crowd at Edmonton in the interest of his race for the nomination for the U.S. Senator. And he was introduced by Wendell Butler, famous Metcalfe County politician and all-around good guy. He was in Mr. Barkley's court there in 1938. Large crowd. All right. And, of course, Alvin Barkley went on to become vice president a few years later, maybe about 8 or 10 years later.
Pretty cool.
All right, 1948, we've got... I had to go back, and I almost run out of 1948, but I want to go back here and make sure I didn't repeat myself here, because we've got recent marriage licenses from 1948 published in the Glasgow Times.
Okay.
Ralph Furlong and Frankie Mae Ritter. Arthur Hagen and Betty Emmett.
Right.
Carl Edward Harlow and Maynell Bowes. Andy Harper and Elsie Marie Strode. George Holm Heinsohn and Alma Laverne Runyon. And Clarence Lee Holmes and Emma Rachel Ellis. Some 1948 newlyweds there is published in the Glasgow Times in 1948. It's just good to know, you know.
There you go.
All right, 1958, this is a story about Little Miss Bonita Lee Dyer.
What'd she do?
Little Miss Bonita Lee Dyer, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Wilson Dyer, will enter Norton's Infirmary and will undergo surgery on Wednesday, June the 18th, for the 4th time. Let's give this brave little 12-year-old girl a card shower, which would mean so much to her. She expects to be home on June the 22nd. So, surgery for the 4th time for little Miss Bonita Lee Dyer. And, you know, let's just make her feel better, because it's, you know, at 12 years old, it's not a fun thing to go have surgery. Now, we all know Miss Bonnie Elmore.
I know about the air lease now.
Oh, you do?
It's the tunnel.
Okay. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I got 2 measures. It's the tunnel. The tunnel. Building on top of the tunnel is the airspace.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, that's good. Do we know that? And, you know, the tunnel is, there's, I don't know who has the lease with it blocked off.
Right. Call City Hall with that.
But it's still in, I guess it's in being enforced. So anyway.
99 years, would that lease be over?
Well, let's see. 1928 plus, no, it's not over with.
Almost.
Anyway, let's go ahead and give credit to Miss Bonita Dyer, Miss Bonnie Elmore, for that big, brave, getting that surgery done.
Right.
1978, an announcement here about Big John Strong Circus returning to Glasgow this week at the Central Center Shopping Center. It's interesting to me that, I don't know, have a circus in a shopping center parking lot could be dangerous.
Right.
Because it's kind of a circus anyway.
Right.
But they're not too related to the actual one where there's animals and stuff. Anyway, that was 1978. Come out to the Central Center, go to the circus. 1988, a couple of things here. We've got the Emmanuel Baptist Church organized in Glasgow. They're going to be meeting at 608 Happy Valley Road, the beginning of Emmanuel Baptist Church.
Very beginning.
From 1988. Also this day in 1988, the BMPW Club announced a big, and how they do these things, I don't know. The BMPW Club this day had reached $65,000 for the WKU Library Fund, you know?
I think they wound up getting like 100,000.
Yeah, but those ladies, you know, nothing like having determined gals to get this done.
They weren't playing around.
And it was never in question. That was 1988. 1998, here's one for you. Deja vu. 20 years ago, over 4 inches of rain had fallen in Barron County in the past 24 hours, causing high water on Glasgow streets. That's kind of what happens, you know.
We had some high water yesterday.
Yeah, we did, and we, you know, it's pretty amazing. When we get under these flash flood warnings, just a little bit of rain can throw everything out of whack. Also, this was the day in 1998 that Curves for Women opened up in the Central Center Shopping Center. The owner is Carol Allison, and the local manager is Deborah Simmons. So that was pretty cool that 10 years later they went from Circus to Curves.
There you go.
In the Central Center Shopping Center. And let's see. I believe we have shared it all. All that we know about, at least. We're just about to run out of month. But in reality, we've still got several news stories from the decades to get into.
Right. And before we get out of the archives, I've got to give a very special birthday shout out.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for this? Marsha Woodard's having a birthday today.
Yes.
And her daughter, Amy,
okay,
wanted to make sure that I gave her mom a very special shout out. Now, her mother is a cancer survivor. She is basically, you cannot stop this woman.
Okay.
She is just an absolute spitfire, marvelous lady from the Horse Cave area. And Amy just wanted to let everybody know that not only is her mother marvelous and having a birthday, but her mother is her inspiration.
Well, I think that is certainly a wonderful note and a proud moment to make that about her mom.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, she sent me a message saying, she just wanted her mom and the whole world to know that she is my inspiration. Now, what about that? And then she also says that she can't tell her age because she will get her.
Well, you don't want that to happen.
I can totally. And it says, hopefully she'll get a lot of money for some lotto tickets. And if you win, Marsha, tell me. We'll split it.
Just share it.
I'm going to put some good vibes out there for her.
Let me give you one more thing that we kind of started this. But, yesterday, the lady who had the birthday, Miss Ellis Thomason, she turned 88 yesterday.
Right.
And she's the lady who was passing out castor oil, hoping that her grandson would be born on her day.
That's great.
But interestingly, Donnie Jones is 44 today. So that's 44 years ago that they were trying to run that castor oil through the mom.
I'd probably be like, no, I'm good.
That's right.
I don't want any castor oil.
So I want to be sure and give that shout out too. So we got a lot of special folks doing a lot of special things. And one more thing here, since we're talking, Sam Terry, the guy who knows so much about so much.
Yes.
And let's see here. Freddie Bowles, driving a truck for Hollingsworth and Profit on a timber job at Old Temple Hill Monday, killed a 52-inch rattlesnake on the job.
What?
The snake measured 8 inches in diameter. You sure that wasn't a hose?
I'm telling you, good Lord.
The snake measured 8 inches in diameter at his largest part.
Now, where was this?
He is out near Old Temple Hill. Freddie Bowles.
Where they had the bear?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe the bear will eat the snake.
The snake measured, see, I told you about that, didn't I? He had evidently recently made a hearty meal, and Mr. Bowles started inquiries to find out if anyone had lost a mule.
Yeah, no joke. Oh, goodness.
That was in the Tompkinsville newspaper here. I don't know what year that was, but nonetheless, 1946 it was, Sam says. So, so you got everybody looking for snake information.
Snake is they're everywhere.
I don't want any part of that one.
Not happy about it.
Okay. So anyway, That's the archives for today. We'll do more of the same tomorrow.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
6:53, Ruby Carver has a birthday today, and Ruby's daughter called up to wish her a happy birthday today. So, Ruby, I hope you have a great day, madam. And we're also today patting on the back by a special request, William Alton Abston. William Alton Abston is good as gold today. It's his birthday, and it sort of worked out we could actually get him patted on the back on his birthday. So if you see William Alton Abston today anywhere around, you be sure to pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from his friends here at WCLU and Little Taste of Texas. Now, as promised, when our interview from James Moore ran earlier this week, talking about the tunes, tubes, and barbecue that's coming up on Saturday, we now have the lineup of musicians that are going to make this first ever tunes, tubes, and barbecue event extremely successful because of the musicians. Listen up to the quality of music that's going to be out there on Saturday at Beaver Trail. Palmer Lesenberry, Payne and Kaylee, the Jenny Rhodes, Justin Cole, Garrett Deering, Lucas Haywood, and then Desi and the Cool Sticks. That is going to be quite the lineup. So as you are taking in the scenery, as you are enjoying the tunes and the barbecue and the tubes, enjoy the music of these fine folks, and we'll repeat that probably a large number of times just to make sure you know the quality of entertainment. And we just really want this to be a very successful tunes, barbecue, and tubes. 6:55, the forecast brought to you by South Central Bank.
South Central Bank is a locally owned bank that cares about you and our community, too.
My name's Roger Mercer. My wife and I, Terry, own Southern Kentucky Collision here in Glasgow. It's a collision repair center. We've been dealing with South Central Bank for probably 23, 24 years. They've always been good to us. They're a hometown bank. South Central Bank's been a really big part of our business as far as the growth. They've been there for us when we needed to borrow money to grow, and we appreciate that very much from South Central Bank.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Member FDIC.
Showers and thunderstorms will be possible during this morning and also into the early portion of the afternoon as well. The high today around 87 degrees. Just a slight chance for a shower thunderstorm popping up tonight. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy into the overnight hours as the low drops down to 71. A hotter Friday with a chance for a shower thunderstorm early, then some afternoon sun as the high approaches 92 degrees. Going to be out during the weekend. Expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with an occasional shower thunderstorm. High temperatures on Saturday and Sunday should hit the low 90s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. Constant coverage in studio radar screen doesn't show hardly anything happening in Kentucky, but on the northern edge there in between Cookeville and over around Crossville, some pretty good storm activity in Tennessee. If you're driving in that direction, I believe we'll still be there by the time you get there because it's some pretty large areas of rain coverage-wise. We got, let me get the numbers over here, 92/100ths of an inch of rain, and that's because we got 3/10 this morning added to the 62/100ths from yesterday. So we're not far from an inch again in the last 24 hours. East winds at 3 miles an hour. Pressure's down at 29.95. A sticky 100% humidity. And it's 73 degrees at WCLU.
Check out the deals at Gillyhide Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total local care 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
WCLU, time to play trivia. We're going to see who's smart, who's going to win. Fishing more dinner at Long John's? Could be you. We'll ask the question in just a second.
Do you know what day it is? Well, it pays to know because Long John Silver's in Glasgow is announcing some show-stopping deals for you and your family. Every Sunday from 11 till 7, it's all-you-can-eat fish and chicken for $8.99. Bring your friends and family on Sundays and get all-you-can-eat fish and chicken $8.99. If it's Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday. Get a fish taco for 99 cents. Friday, it's crab cakes, just 99 cents each. These are limited-time deals, so get to Long John's in Glasgow today.
All right. And don't forget today, with being Thursday, the next special day is tomorrow. 99-cent crab cakes at Long John's A&W. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Can you answer this question? Long John's is waiting for you. Here we go. Name the country music star who almost became a Major League Baseball player for the Philadelphia Phillies. This person was being recruited, almost became a Major League Baseball player for the Philadelphia Phillies, but he said, I think I'll stick with what I got going. Hello, trivia.
Charlie Pride.
No, it wasn't Charlie Pride. All right, 651-9149-800-956-1023. Hello, Trivia.
I can't remember his first name, Atkins.
No, that's not right. This country music entertainer almost became a Major League Baseball player.
Aaron Tippin.
No, it's not right. For the Philadelphia Phillies, no less. I don't know why these phone lines are hung up here. They're trying to ring. Trivia.
Chad Atkins.
No, it's not right. This country music entertainer, I have a sneaky feeling as big as this country music entertainer is, he has still made more money in the music business. Trivia.
Tug McGraw.
No, not Tug McGraw. Trivia. No, it's not right. You don't think about this guy being a baseball player. Trivia.
Chuck Connor.
No, it's not right. Who is this person that was that's excellent country music singer and apparently quite a baseball player too? Can you tell me who that is? Trivia.
Tim McGraw.
No, not Tim McGraw. Good thought, though. Trivia.
Is it Garth Brooks?
No, not Garth Brooks. Country music entertainer who was recruited heavily by the Philadelphia Phillies but decided to stay with music. Trivia.
Garth Brooks.
No, that's not right. Trivia.
Mel Tiller?
No, it wasn't Mel.
Please don't know.
Country music entertainer that could have played for the Phillies and was heavily recruited, but it just didn't work out. Trivia.
Conway Twitty?
Correct. Who's this speaking?
This is Linda Bennett.
Linda, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Henry.
Now, what do you know about Conway Twitty?
Well, he and Loretta Lynn were one of my favorite duet people.
Yes. And they did a number of duets together.
Yes.
Conway Twitty. Now, this is interesting, Linda Bennett, because he was being recruited by the Phillies, and he woke up one day and the Korean War had started and he was drafted.
Well.
So he wound up going and serving his country in Korea as a member of the military. The Phillies were already working real hard to recruit him based on the season that he had in college and high school.
Mm-hmm.
But he went to serve the country, and then when he came back, the Phillies still wanted him, still recruited him.
How about that?
But he said, "No, I'm going to start off this country music career."
Well, Henry, about 38 years ago, I used to work at TJ in the nursery, and we would call in, and you would play country music songs for us.
Yeah, I remember that. It probably could have been some Conway, you think, Linda?
It probably was.
It might have been something like this, Linda. If I can get it to play right here.
Just everywhere they think you really care, but myself I can't deceive. I know it's only make-believe.
They don't make them like that anymore, Linda.
No, they don't.
It's only make-believe. Conway Twitty. I did some looking around. I can't find any Conway Twitty baseball songs.
No, I don't think he had any.
He didn't have it. He had rednecking, love making night, stuff like that.
Right.
Because he was professional in every way. All right, Linda Bennett. We'll have to get back some old memories and play some old Conway, okay?
Okay.
Got to throw in Loretta in there too, okay?
Yeah.
Have a good day, Linda.
You too.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. Linda Bennett, yeah, she figured it out because Conway Twitty is the famous country music singer who, as fate would have it, he was drafted, went to fight in Korea, and came back and said, well, thanks again, Phillies, but I'm going to do music. And the rest is history, as they say. And, of course, Conway died way too young. I believe he was about 60 when he passed away, and was just getting started good. Anyway, Linda Bennett wins trivia. Could it be you tomorrow? I hope it can. Just keep on trying. 707.
Who is promising to act quickly on his second appointment to the Supreme Court.
Justice Kennedy's retirement makes the issue of Senate control one of the vital issues of our time. The most important thing we can do.
Democrats vowing to block a nomination that would solidify a conservative majority on the high court. CBS's Major Garrett.
They can slow it down a little bit, but they can't block it. That's just a fact. There are some procedural mechanisms by which you can slow things down, gum up the works a little bit. But I guarantee you, if Republicans need to have overnight sessions or weekend sessions just to run out the clock, they'll do it.
Republican Senator Susan Collins.
I think that there have been errors on both sides. All I can tell you that my approach is to recognize the constitutional role that the president has and that the Senate has.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfordville, W253BN Glasgow, services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
For many years, residents of Glasgow got used to their friendly postman, Rollin Dixon.
I delivered all over town. I was the swing man. I delivered 5 different routes.
A kind word and a smile were his trademark. But there's a little-known fact about his smile.
My teeth have always been bad.
Rollin wanted his teeth fixed. He researched dental implants, and he got Dr. Jim Thurman to get the job done.
I got my first one in 2014. I have 5.
5 implants?
When I got one tooth fixed and got my cap on it and everything, then it wouldn't be 2 months till another one would go out. I'd break off.
What really was Rollin's incentive?
It's hard to eat when you can't chew food. I love steak if it's a good tender steak. But now if it's a tough steak, it makes my teeth sore. I do better with these.
Dr. Jim Thurman and his staff explained the entire process and made it enjoyable.
I always look forward to going out there and joking around with them. We always had a big time whenever I went. And, of course, he was right in the middle of it usually.
And that's right where he loves to be. Call 651-5939 and get started. Dr. Jim Thurman and Dr. Amy Cassidy.
All right, it is 7:09. It's my pleasure. Always look forward to talking to James Bailey about this time of the morning to find out about the Barron County Fair. James, the Public Relations Chairman for the Barron County Fair. And, James, some curveballs thrown at the fair last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, the weather didn't cooperate with us very well last night. We still had a pretty good night. We were scheduled to have a monster truck thrill ride, and we had that, and it was good.
Yeah.
And we'd had, I think that would really went over really good if we'd had decent weather.
Yeah, sure.
But it went pretty good. I even rode that thing.
Well, you got up in the back of it, did you?
I did, yeah.
Did you stay in the back?
I sat there and they strapped me in.
Oh, okay.
I just enjoyed it, you know.
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you did that because it takes some guts to do that, I think, James.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was great.
And I'm sure some folks got pictures of that too, didn't they?
Well, I don't know, but I enjoyed it anyway.
I'll be looking on Karen's Facebook and see.
There you go.
So.
Well,
let's talk about the crowd and talk about what we missed.
Well, now, of course, the crowd, like I said, it was sparse. It wasn't a big crowd, but maybe he'll pick up tonight and the rest of the week because we got a lot going on. Now, as far as what went on last night, it went on really good at the what we call the preteen Barron County Fair. The test was won by Rachel Dukes. First runner-up was Stella Ann Thorpe. Second runner-up, Edgar Pauley. The preteen, Miss Preteen Barron County was Alexis Shea Tops. We had 30 participants in this. That's really good.
That is good.
And in the teen Barron County Fair. The winner was Rachel Britt. And first runner-up was Tommy Ann Smith. Second runner-up was Ella Elizabeth Robinson. And the teen Barron County was Grayson Joe DeWeese. We had 15 in this pageant.
That's great, too.
We had 45 participants, really good, and everything went over really, really well. If it hadn't been for the rain, it would have been a great night, I'm sure. But we'll hope to make up for it tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night.
Yeah, we're trying. We got a little bit better forecast as far as trying to get rid of the rain tonight.
Yeah, that'd be good. Boy, it came down last night.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
But you know, it's good to have those monster trucks because you wasn't worried about getting stuck down in there, were you?
That's right. The thing will really go.
Yeah. Those are sharp vehicles. So what are we doing? What are we going to do tonight? Once we get the rain?
Well, we got big night. Of course, you got your carnival rides at $10 a person, and all rides all night. Of course, we're still selling tickets on the raffle.
Yes, sir.
As we have all week.
And that's going to be drawn for us at 9 o'clock on Saturday night.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
Saturday night, it'll be around 9. We'll draw for it, but we got a lot going on before then. You know?
Sure.
Of course, on the parking tomorrow night, just like it was last night, it'll be $5. They parked down there in the lawn in front of the pavilion. But up on the hill there where it's all free. Yeah. Some things on tap for tonight at 6 o'clock. We're planning to have a cornhole tournament.
Yes, sir.
And,
that always draws a good crowd.
Yeah. At 7 o'clock, we'll have Miss Barron County Fair Pageant and Mrs. and Mrs. Barron County Fair Pageant. That's big, you know. That's always
That is big.
Yeah.
It's a point of pride, isn't it?
That's right. And if the weather permits, we got an ATV rodeo at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Of course, I don't know what the deal's going to be there, but we have that scheduled. So, you know, that's quite a bit for tonight.
It really is.
And it is, and this weather clears up. I'm told that we're going to work all day tomorrow on that track so we can have that big pull tomorrow night.
That's going to be huge, too. Yeah.
Any way possible, we're going to try to have that, you know.
I don't think that's going to scare anybody off just to get a little track. You got a lot of good folks who've put a lot of time in, and then getting the track ready is going to be a special part of getting ready for it, yeah.
Our people have worked so hard, you know, people in the Lions Club, people in the community. You know, it's been a tremendous effort, and so we want to have the best fair we can, and we're doing the best we can, and we can't help the weather, and we hope folks understand that. But
I think it's fabulous, and just the effort put into it deserves the folks coming out and being a part of whatever they can be a part of, you know.
And you know, considering how bad the weather last night, the tennis wasn't too bad. You know, we had several there. So that was good because we had such a great pageant, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Going on, and but it'll be good. And,
more pageants tonight and more fun tonight.
More fun tonight.
Yeah,
that's right. And we got everything going for us, and we just get some decent weather, and folks come out and support us as they have in the past. We appreciate it.
We're working on it, James, and thank you so much for doing such a good job of keeping us up to date on things, okay?
Thank you. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James.
Okay.
We'll talk to you. James Bailey, Public Relations Chairman, the Barron County Fair, the Temple Hill Lions Club. Tough night weather-wise, but tonight a great night with lots of activities Come and support the Barron County Fair.
It's spring sale time at Bailey Gibson, and Dad's got the prices you're looking for. New incentives are being offered on many GMCs and Buicks on the lot. We hope you're looking for a new car or truck, because we're looking for good trade-ins. Bring your used car or truck to Bailey Gibson, and we'll offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere around. Stop by and check out our spring savings event now underway at Bailey Gibson in Glasgow. Lola, what do you say?
We're having a springtime sale at Bailey Gibson. Give my dandy a call on his flip phone for a great deal.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price, day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
With the WCLU local news, I'm Angela Briggs. A recent session of the Metcalfe County Grand Jury returned several indictments. 21-year-old Craig Allen DeWeese, 20-year-old Haley Levi, both of Center, 27-year-old Jimmy Ray Gibson of Edmonton were all included on a single indictment for one count of possession of controlled substance. 45-year-old Billy Joe Wynn of Glasgow was indicted for 2 counts, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and illegal taking or pursuing of a deer or wild turkey. 45-year-old Contessa Lynn Johnson of Edmonton was indicted for 3 counts, possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. 22-year-old Darian Williams of Edmonton indicted for 3 counts, trafficking in marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. Remember, an indictment is an accusation only. All individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Glasgow achieved Peer Silver certification for its innovative and exemplary delivery of service, efficiency, and operations management. Glasgow Electric Plant Board is Kentucky's first municipal utility to achieve Peer certification and in the country. Those attending Tuesday night's celebration were Board Chair Jeff Harnett, Electric Plant Board Superintendent Billy Ray, and Board Member Cheryl Ambach.
This is a big day for the EPB board. I mean, seriously, you've had folks coming in here and doing nothing but bragging on the work that's been done. How does that feel?
Feels pretty darn good to me.
Mm-hmm. How much work went into this?
That application turned out to be about 150 pages. It took most of the month of January and February, but it turned out to be worthwhile. And like I said, we learned a lot of stuff that gave us ideas about things we should be doing, so it's worthwhile.
I cover a lot of board and commission meetings. A lot of people aren't as lucky as you guys are to sit on a board of an organization that does things as big and as grand as the EPB. How does that feel?
Well, first of all, it's nice of you to say that. So that makes it feel pretty good. And after all the hard work the people who work here put in to make sure that all the things that we've approved on his recommendations have worked and fallen into place as well as they have. That's wonderful. That indicates to me that there's been a whole lot of good stuff going on for a long time. Long before, well, not Jeff, but long before I was on the board.
And it's great for this team to have a real win. Mm-hmm. That everybody, not just in the community, but really all over the state and nation, can see. So I'm very proud of them for that. Just thrilled.
Do people understand how exclusive this award is? This certification?
Well, I think what the people with the state and the Green Building Council said today, it ought to be a lot more graspable. It kind of dawned on me that it's a pretty big world, and to be only the second utility to be certified.
That's really like that broadband thing you did once upon a time.
Yeah. That was real popular there for a time.
Does EPB do anything just a little bit? Would you say no?
Next will be wrong.
Wade Inc. PEER is the world's first certification program that measures and improves power system performance and electricity infrastructure. PEER is administered by the Green Business Certification Incorporated and supports the U.S. Green Building Council's mission to transform the way buildings and communities are designed, built, and operated, enabling an environmentally and socially responsible and prosperous environment that ultimately improves quality of life. PEER recognizes industry leaders for improving efficiency, day-to-day reliability, and overall resiliency. Now, Wade England's been at EPB for over 2 decades and says this type of recognition, especially considering the past couple of years, is great.
After the past 2 years, it's a great thing because we've taken a lot of knocks over the rates and the things that we tried to do, and changing for the future. So for people to come out and recognize it, I think it's a great thing.
Last fall, the Energy and Environment Cabinet, along with GCBI, introduced PEER as an exclusive opportunity for Kentucky's power sector stakeholders to measure and improve power system performance, help to provide resilient power systems to Kentucky businesses, communities, cities, and utility regions. The Glasgow Police Department would like to remind the public about the hours for using fireworks as the 4th of July approaches. Fireworks may only be used between the hours of noon and 10 p.m. on June 25th through July 3rd, on July 5th through the 7th, between the hours of noon and 11 on July the 4th, and any year, and between the hours of noon and 11 on July 4th of any year, between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 12:30 on New Year's Eve. Also, a reminder, fireworks frighten pets. More pets are lost during these weeks leading up to 4th of July than at any other time of the year. Please keep them inside, secure and calm during the festivities. 7:24 a.m., 73 degrees.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm North Ray Street in Glasgow.
Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
In more local news, Shane Bull welcomed a large crowd to Mammoth Cave Adventures as they cut the ribbon on the new ropes course. The ropes course is in addition to Bull's zip line, which features 5 separate lines, and Mammoth Cave Canoe and Kayak, along with horseback riding. Hart County Judge Executive Terry Martin joined Bull at the ribbon cutting. What are you guys doing out here today?
Today we're having a grand opening for our challenge course, and as you can see, what it is, we have actually it's 28 different challenges. We have 3 different levels of 7 challenges, and every height that you go up, it's a little bit harder that you get.
How far did Judge Martin get?
He went all the way.
Off this driveway.
He went all the way.
And then you guys are opening up out here. You got big things going on at the zip line.
Oh yes, ma'am. We have we have a 5-line 3 Sky Bridge canopy tour, so we're open to the public, anybody. We're running special through the summer right now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're almost cutting the price in half. So if you want a zip line on those days for local or look for local discount, anything like that, come see us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we have 27 different elements that you go through, and then the final one, the 28th one, is a 70-foot free fall. So if you can't do that, then you have to do the walk of shame down. And he did not have to do this. He did the walk of shame down. He did not have to do this. He did.
To find out more, you can go online to MammothCaveAdventures.com. And a company based in Kentucky's Bluegrass region is opening up a $15 million brewing and distilling operation in Appalachia. Dueling Barrels Brewery and Distillery will provide craft beers and moonshine, and Platteville officials say the venture by Alltech will create 13 full-time jobs. The project includes construction of a new 30,000 square foot facility, the purchase of equipment, including fermenters and copper pot stills. Alltech's late founder, Pierce Lyons, saw the distillery as a way to promote tourism. Lyons and his wife, Deidre, founded Alltech in 1980 to research and deliver products for the sustainable nutrition of plants, animals, and people. Family-owned company based in Nicholasville has 7 production facilities in Kentucky, employing about 700 people. Alltech has more than 100 production facilities and 4 bioscience centers globally. WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs at 7:29 a.m., 73 degrees.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long had.
I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is wasting no time in starting the confirmation process for a new Supreme Court justice to replace the retiring Anthony Kennedy.
McConnell says the Senate will vote on Kennedy's successor this fall.
I have every confidence in Chairman Grassley's conduct of the upcoming confirmation process in the Judiciary Committee. It's imperative that the President's nominee be considered fairly.
2 years ago, McConnell blocked the nomination of former President Obama's Supreme Court pick, Merrick Garland, paving the way for President Trump to nominate Neil Gorsuch to the bench. I'm Paul Miles.
Family and friends in Harlan and Leslie counties are searching for a man that has been missing since Sunday night. Tyler North was last seen in his truck leaving a family member's home in Leslie County. Samantha Perry, Tyler's sister, tells WYMT that she and 60 others searched the area Wednesday.
Tower Mountain, Little Shepherd's Trail, Bigelow. I mean, we're combing it, and so far nothing.
The family is worried North may have gotten into a car crash Sunday. Kentucky's public health manager says the state's hepatitis A outbreak is the worst in the country. Kentucky Commissioner of Public Health, Dr. Jeff Howard, Wednesday said the outbreak that has sickened almost 970 people is the worst on record in the nation. Kentucky is building momentum when it comes to improving the lives of children. The 2018 Kids Count Data Book was released Wednesday. Dr. Terry Brooks is the executive director of Kentucky Youth Advocates.
This year, every economic well-being factor shows improvement. For Kentucky, that is just stunning.
Kentucky shows progress in most data trends in the areas of health, economic well-being, education, and family. The state is ranked 37 in overall child well-being. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Weekends were for watching races with my dad. The squeal of the tires, the roar of the engines, the cheers of the fans. Creating a tradition. But we all grow up. We can't stay young forever. Our traditions carry over and some things never change.
On the weekends, I watch racing with my dad.
Start your tradition at Kentucky Speedway, where kids' tickets are only $10 for the Quaker State 400 on July 14th. Call 859-578-2300 or visit KentuckySpeedway.com.
Scammers never rest. They even target students.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Smith-Hamblin with the BBB. A local consumer received a call saying he was eligible for a free student loan. He was told he had to pay an upfront fee to get it. Don't fall for this scam.
They even pose as police.
Did you receive an email for a parking or speeding ticket? It looks legit, but this email takes you to a fake website that fishes for your personal information. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
If anything sounds too good to be true, check with the BBB at bbb.org.
The following weather forecast is brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards and Private Caregiver and Referral Services.
Showers and thunderstorms will be possible during this morning and also into the early portion of the afternoon as well. The high today around 87 degrees. Just a slight chance for a shower thunderstorm popping up tonight. Otherwise, it will be partly cloudy into the overnight hours as the low drops down to 71. A hotter Friday with a chance for a shower thunderstorm early, then some afternoon sun as the high approaches 92 degrees. Going to be out during the weekend. Expect a mix of clouds and sunshine with an occasional shower thunderstorm. High temperatures on Saturday and Sunday should hit the low 90s. I'm Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Jeff. We've had about 0.92 of an inch of rain the past 24 hours here at the WCLU studios. Pressure's at 29.95. East winds at 3 miles an hour. 100% humidity. Looking at the constant coverage and studio radar screen this morning, things are scooting on down into Tennessee. Not a lot of replacement activity in Kentucky, which is good. And as we're talking with James Bailey, we need a good dry day to crank it up for the Barron County Fair tonight. But some pretty good shower activity in between Knoxville and Chattanooga this morning. If you're headed down in that direction, be aware of that, and it will keep you posted. This weather update brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards, Private Caregiver and Referral Service here.
The university scientists have long hypothesized.
34.
Ugh. I was about to pull my own hair out. I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a place for me and my kids to get our hair cut on a Saturday morning. I know, good luck, right? Well, don't pull your hair out. Stop in and see our friends down at Heritage 76 Barbershop today. Heritage 76 Barbershop is located right on the Glasgow Square, so it's not difficult to find, so there won't be any driving around looking for a place. You can go right next to the Plaza Theater. You'll see the barber pole right out front. You can stop in and see David, Anthony, and Cody, who have more than 50 years of combined barbershop experience. No problems if you want to stop in on a Saturday as well. They're open from 8 to 3, and you can make an appointment if you want to schedule your time, or you can just show up and walk in with the kids. Either way, you're going to lean back in a professional environment with a big screen TV and 3 barbers who can carry on a conversation and cut hair. Stop in and see Heritage 76 Barbershop, or visit our website, heritage76barbershop.com. Call for an appointment or stop in, but whatever you do, don't pull your hair out driving around on another Saturday. See Heritage 76 Barbershop.
Hey y'all, guess what? Good old Mother Nature finally decided to give us some spring weather. Want to know what my favorite part about that is? There's tractors everywhere. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and I know you're just as excited as I am that we can finally get in the fields. Call us today so we can keep you rolling. Our fuel is still treated with Power Service Extreme Diesel Additives. One bottle means more throttle. With extremely high fuel prices, we know that good fuel economy is very important. Come to our office at 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow or call 270-651-5212 for all your fueling needs.
Let's turn to local sports. 2018 Kiwanis Soccer League Fall Soccer sign-ups are going to begin on Monday, July the 9th. Registration is $45 per participant with a $5 discount for each additional participant from the same household. There'll be 3 co-ed divisions, little kickers for 5 to 6 years old, under 9 for 7 to 9, and under 12 for ages 10 to 12. For more information, contact the office at 270-651-3811 at the Glasgow Recreation Department. Also, hoops and more every Friday night this summer at the Avenue Church on Columbia Avenue, and every Saturday night at Bunch Center throughout June and July from 7 until 11 p.m. for 6th through 12th graders. Food is served. Come out and enjoy basketball and other special events throughout the summer. Kentucky's Athletic Hall of Fame has selected Triple Crown winning horse trainer Bob Baffert, veteran NBA coach and executive Bernie Biggerstaff, and breeders Ken and Sarah Ramsey for its 7-member class. Others recognized Wednesday for their contributions to sports in Kentucky and as well as nationally. Former University of Kentucky and NFL offensive lineman Sam Ball, Louisville Trinity High School football coach Bob Beatty, and late motocross great Nikki Hayden. Induction is August the 22nd at the Muhammad Ali Center. And that's a check of local sports.
Sized. Where does the Magic Man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the Magic Man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the Magic Man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Prescription Center has strived for since 1970 and continues to deliver today. So as the decades pass and the landscape of our community changes, you can guarantee there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center, and while we're subject to imitation, you'll never find a duplication of our commitment to you and our hometown.
Thank you, Robert. 73 degrees, 7:40, 20 till 8 o'clock. Ralphie's Fun Center says let's have some fun, celebrate birthdays, or let's celebrate your family reunion, or a big get-together, or an end of school, or a back to school, or anywhere in between. When they do it right, and they do it in a fun way at Ralphie's Fun Center. Stop in and check it out today. It's something that you will be proud that we have in our community, for sure. All right, I've got birthdays. The 7th birthday today to tell you about for Jayla Walker. We got the 16th birthday today for Kylie Jill Burge, number 16. We have Donna Hayes, who is 57. Marsha Woodard has a birthday today. Donnie Jones, you know we've been talking a lot about Donnie Jones here. Donnie is 44 today. It was 44 years ago that his grandmother, whose birthday was yesterday, was feeding his mama castor oil to try to get Donnie to be born on her birthday. You know, you can't fool Mother Nature. He was born at 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 hour after the grandmother's birth date. But nonetheless, that's 44 years ago, and actually yesterday she was 88, so there's a lot of deja vu in that particular story. Joe Thomas Moore is 2 today. Leela Maxey with a birthday. Chase Armstrong is 31. Spencer Clemens. William Alton Abston, 89 for William today. Faye Landrum, Anna Edwards, Ruby Carver, Wanda Moore, all with birthdays. And Howard and Margie Simpson, the Simpsons, with a wedding anniversary. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Online, we're here at WCLUradio.com, and we are just tickled to death to put names on here, because from that list that we compile, we're going to be drawing a winner for a Dairy Queen birthday cake. That's a much sought after, clawed after prize. And then, of course, we are also going to be giving away a beautiful rose from down at Greer's Florist. And the phones are ringing, so everybody wants in on it, I think.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing, as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mites, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
The 2018 Barron County Fair continues tonight with lots of big events yet to come. It's an action-packed fair that features lots of fun for the whole family, and the cost of admission remains at a low $10 per person. And there's free unlimited carnival rides with each paid admission. Tonight's activities kick off with the always popular Cornhole Tournament at 6 p.m. and then at 7 it's Miss Barron County Fair and Mrs. Barron County Fair. And the big ATV Rodeo, it's a whole night of fun at the Temple Hill Lions Club Fairgrounds just south of Temple Hill on Highway 63.
Yeah, let's get out there and do our anti-rain dance today. I know James Bailey and a lot of folks who normally work so hard on the fair would appreciate not having any rain out there. Stand by for Tidbit News.
It was one of those moments. I was a proud dad, standing behind my son as he just switched off on his first bicycle pedal, pulled out my cell phone, and what did I do? Dropped it. Yep, there it was. And I knew it was cracked the second I picked it up. I didn't worry, because I knew where to take it, and that's Gadget Patchers, located at 199 Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow. Gadget Patchers is a cell phone and computer repair store where I take all of my gadgets when they're in need of repair, whether that's cell phone screen, the charging port, or maybe it won't even come on at all now. I have no doubt that Seth and all his talented staff at Gadget Patchers have the answers waiting for you. They can replace the entire screen, pretty much service a cell phone in any way imaginable. Time for an upgrade anyway? They've got newly refurbished phones and at great prices. Call Seth Arterburn down at Gadget Patchers at 270-228-0000 or stop in and get your repair quote on your device, or bring it in and have them take a look at it, and you can shop around for a fully refurbished computer or laptop right in the store, as well as tablets and other phone accessories that you're going to need once you get that repair complete. Be sure to mention WCLU and get 10% off all accessories. Don't miss another one of life's events because of your broken device. See Gadget Patchers today.
All right, right down the street here, or right up the street here. I hadn't really figured out which one that is. But Bobby Lee Hurt at Hurt Auto Sales is already up there. He's already set up, ready to roll, ready to let you roll today, too, and test driving and picking out the perfect vehicle that is in your future. Hey, Bobby Lee, how you doing?
Doing the best this morning, Henry. Just getting ready to enjoy this day. And, hey, it's going to be nice and cool. And, hey, good day to shop for cars.
That's right. And, you know, of course, the thing is, you being up on that little ridge there on West Main Street, you're above any water problems, I think, aren't you?
No flood damages up here, Henry.
That's right. You know, you don't want that for anybody, but, I mean, you know, you can sit up there and just, on a day like yesterday, you can sit up there and watch it rain.
Yeah, and it did rain.
Yes, it did.
Couldn't hardly see the road from the office here.
You know, and we had a call when we were doing the live coverage of the, when the tornado warning was issued, and some of the listeners called in and said, hey, tell everybody to turn their lights on. I think that's something that's important because you got to be able to see in front of you, but the person that's maybe meeting you needs to see you too.
That's correct. I tell you, it helps a lot when you see those lights coming at you, especially in a hard rain. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so if you're test driving a Hurt Auto Sales vehicle today, Bobby would encourage you to turn on the headlights and make sure they look like what you think they ought to.
That's right. Come on up.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's a little inspection they have. All right. What we got to do right now, though, Bobby Lee, is we got to talk about the very latest arrivals on the lot at Hurt Auto Sales. And I want to hear what's good. Yes.
All right. Just in, Henry. I got an 07 GMC Yukon Denali. I haven't had one of those in a while.
They're hard to come by.
They sure are. And this one, of course, it's all-wheel drive like they all are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's white with tan leather. It's got the sunroof. It's just loaded up. Got all kinds of options. Like new tires on it as well. And we got it priced for just $10,900.
Woo! For an 07?
Yes, sir.
My goodness. Yeah.
That's right. It's got everything you need at a really low price.
That certainly sounds like a great price on that, for sure.
Uh-huh. If you're looking for a smaller SUV, you got an 09 Toyota RAV4.
Okay.
A small SUV, about, I don't know, close to 30 miles a gallon. And we're going to sell it today for just $8,900.
You know, I like the way those set up. To me, for a little vehicle, they set up pretty high.
They sure do. Got lots of headroom.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
Tall, you can get plenty of headroom.
Yeah.
And if you're short, you can stick a pillow in there and sit up.
That's right. Just make an adjustment.
It'll fit all, okay?
All right.
Got a 2014 Ford F-150, extended cab, four-wheel drive, one owner, got a few miles on it, but it's got a low, low price. 2014 four-wheel drive for just $12,900. Okay?
See that the mileage doesn't hurt an F-150. It's built to take that.
That's right.
Built Ford tough, as they say.
It still runs like a brand new one. It sure does.
All right. Okay.
Got a 2014 Ford Escape. Nice SUV as well. It's got the titanium package on it, which got everything you could possibly put on one.
Yeah.
And it's loaded up. We've got it priced for just $14,900.
I bet you there's a lot of people that don't know what the titanium package is. They need to come see it just to see what it is.
Just to check it out. We won't charge a thing for looking at it.
I mean, you know, you don't know. You don't want to buy something you don't know about. So come find out about it at Hurt Auto Sales. Bobby will give you the full, you know, your science teacher at Wayne County High School would have been proud at how much you know about titanium.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I could write up a memo on it.
Yeah, that's right. A little extra information.
I sure don't want to do another report.
That's right. That's right. No, you don't have to go to the. What do you have to do if you had to? I will not talk. I will not talk. Write it 500 times or something.
Yeah, write it 500 times. Stand in the corner and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Well, anyway, there's going to be nothing but good grades given out for the kind of vehicles you have today up on the hill there at Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street. You don't believe me? Call him up on his phone and ask him, because he'll give you the number right now on the air, which is
270-590-1181.
Either way, he's operating the motto today, which is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Bobby, you got all the questions right.
All right. I'm glad to hear that, Henry. All right.
and you have a good day serving the customers at Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main, Glasgow, okay? See you later, Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. All right, Bobby Lee Hurt up at Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. And let's see here. I gotta shuffle the deck a little bit right here. I don't want everybody mad at me.
From the north, south, east, west, MEWS, here's the latest news.
I'm talking, I don't want everybody in the building mad at me because they all thought we were going to do tidbit news before Bobby Lee.
That's all right.
But, you know, we just got to do things. I'm seeing Aaron's elbow up there.
Yeah, Aaron, get yourself together. Get in the shot. What are you doing?
All right. Okay.
At least you're not staring at it evilly like you are the weather screen.
I got my headphones choking me today.
Yeah, it's choking. All right.
I've not choked you today.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It is too early. It is too early.
It's not even 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for you so far.
All right, a few little tidbit news stories here to kind of pass along on the day. These aren't the headlines, but they could be.
Mm-hmm.
Story number 1, Tennessee authorities have arrested a man for driving under the influence after he crashed his car into police headquarters.
What?
He had an emergency to report. His brakes were out. That's what the emergency was. But
The Chattanooga Times Free Press reports that the Chattanooga Police Department posted a photo of the wreck on its official Twitter account. It shows a pickup truck after it crashed through a fence.
What?
Police identified the driver as 45-year-old Darwin Patterson.
Poor Darwin.
Police have charged him with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, driving left of the center line, reckless driving, driving under the influence, second offense, no proof of insurance, and driving without a license. That's a cumbersome bunch of charges. And to add insult to injury, the Crafty Police Department tweeted a message.
I said what?
Urging people not to drink and drive, but added, quote, if you choose to, crashing the vehicle you're driving at police headquarters makes it much easier for the CPD officers to arrest you.
Ain't that it?
That's right. A little humor there.
I don't think that they should charge him with resisting arrest. I mean, he drove right to him.
Yeah, that's right. He said, hey, I'm turning myself in, sort of.
Yeah, into the department with
into
my
the building.
vehicle.
That's right. I'm here to register the booking desk.
Poor thing.
Yeah, that's a bad day for sure. And
and what was his last name?
Patterson.
Okay.
it sounds like he had a bad series of decisions
there's
before
a series of events there that happened for that
before
to happen.
the major event happened.
Yeah, but anyway, that's down in Chattanooga.
He made a few mistakes.
Tennessee. The choo-choo continues.
Made a couple bad decisions.
A couple. Just a couple.
Which all culminated
this
into
charge
the
here, and I know I learn something every day on this show, like that air thing.
Mm-hmm.
But here we also have the charge of driving left of the center line. Now, I'm guessing that's an actual charge.
Probably so. There's all kinds of. I'm telling you though, I don't think the resisting arrest should stick.
Okay, all right. How can
He
you
drove
say,
right
hey,
to him.
What did I resist?
I drove right to you.
That's right. Anyway, that was story number 1. How about story number 2? This guy, a whole new meaning for wingman.
Mm-hmm.
Authorities in Atlanta say they've arrested a 19-year-old man accused of sprinting shirtless toward a jet at Atlanta's airport.
What?
And then jumping onto the wing. That's a man who is...
What?
News outlets...
He's probably trying to impress some woman.
Again, we have that story about every day. News outlets report Atlanta police have charged Jiren Jones with criminal trespassing, public indecency, and obstructing the law enforcement officers. Atlanta police spokesman Stephanie
How is it indecent if you just had a shirt off?
Well, see there, I don't know. That's an opinion of some kind of police officer, I guess.
Maybe he didn't look good without a shirt.
I don't know. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that he scaled a fence Tuesday at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, ran onto the taxiway, and then jumped on the wing of a recently landed Delta Airlines flight from Miami and pounded on the windows.
What?
Video obtained by the WSB TV shows a shirtless man sprinting across a grassy area toward an aircraft.
What's that Cheech and Chong movie where they're knocking on the car? Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Yeah, I don't know. Cheech and Chong. That is way too many.
It's knocking. No, you can't let him in.
Years ago. Okay, so there we have it.
Aaron's dying to say so I can see him holding it back.
Off here.
Okay.
Cheech and Chong. So anyway, we have that man. We have a video of that man committing indecent exposure, which is running across the grass with his shirt off.
It takes all kinds.
It does. And finally, this guy right here, who I don't think his name is not in here, but An 89-year-old person has anonymously mailed $50 from Texas to a community near Salt Lake City to express remorse because he stole a stop sign years ago as a thoughtless teenager.
Right.
City officials in Midvale tweeted details of the June the 11th letter saying it had a postmark from the Houston area, seeks forgiveness, says the person truly repents. A $50 bill was included with the note, signed by a sorrowful citizen, unquote. Further specifics on the theft weren't included in the letter other than the stop sign was swiped many years ago. It says the writer was trying to remember the things I've done and make restitution. There's a challenge for you. Anyway, this town is 33,000 people, 10 miles south of Salt Lake City.
Is it really against the law to take a stop sign?
I don't know. Well, it might be. I don't think they want to, like a big, long... I think it could be dangerous if you're driving down the road. You didn't stop because the sign wasn't there.
Valid.
It's very dangerous.
What if you take a road sign? Is that against the law?
I don't know about that one either.
What if it's your last name?
What if $50 doesn't even cover the cost of it? What have you done?
He just needs to just donate that to some charity and move on.
Yeah. He probably had it on the wall in his dorm room for 3 or 4 years, and hanging out there, put it where girls would see it. Stop.
There you go. Yeah, stop right here. Let me take my shirt off and run towards the plane. Will that help?
Exactly right. So that's what we have today on people who are thinking or not thinking.
Yeah.
And we'll maybe have some more tomorrow.
All right.
I'm Roxanne Cloyd. Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The news you depend on, the live and local 8 o'clock morning edition here on WCLU. Don't forget we are patting on the back today by special request, William Alton Abston. It's actually his birthday today, so if you happen to see William Alton Abston around town today, we'd love for you to pat him on the back. Tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Saving money on feeding your family at McDonald's has never been so easy. Getting everything in 30 seconds will be. Here's what we have. For $1, you can get a sausage burrito, McChicken sandwich, cheeseburger,